Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the last event of season 3, Tier 3 here in China. I'm Mufasa. With me for the last time this season is Cheeky Creaky, Spin Kid, Iron Kid. How you doing, buddy?
All good, man. All good. Nice to be here for the last time this season,
Yes,
and the
let's
last
sign
time
off
for
with a
a
bang.
very long time.
I know, man. I know, you're finally gonna become a man.
Yeah, probably.
All right. So we got a short quali here in China tonight. The spots for first place that's been taken, signed off. Danny, who isn't racing tonight, has sealed the deal already. He's our Tier 3 champion for season 3. I believe there's still a fight going on for P2, and that one is between Perez and Kotsos. However, Kotsos isn't racing tonight. He unfortunately couldn't make it. So all Perez has got to do, I think he's the trailing driver in that fight, is score more points than what he's lacking to Kotsos. And we see Lewis doing a very aggressive warm-up to his tires as he spun out in the curvy
Yeah, I
section.
saw that.
You gotta help me with corner numbers, as I honestly can't remember them anymore. Um, I believe that bit is 9 and 10, but I'm not too sure. And I think it's now. Is it an Aston Martin? Yeah, that will be Charlie, who's now first going to start off lap.
Oh, Charlie's racing again.
Yeah, he joined last minute.
He's going for back-to-back DNF probably.
Oh yes, oh yes. I mean, if
Just
I
like you
would
do.
have. No. I didn't DNF on
Oh
Monday.
yeah, yeah. True, that's
In,
true.
in fact, I've just read that I gained a position there.
Oh
Due
yeah,
to
you
a penalty
went to
of.
P10. Yeah.
Yeah, lucky me. Anyhow, Charlie went through turn 16, I think it is, the last one of them all, to start his hot lap as he comes over the finish now. DRS and ERS in full action as he makes it through turn 1, 2, 3. It's a triple right-hander to then go into turn 4. All seems very well so far. Charlie normally is a faster guy in turn 1. His problem is, though, his consistency as he tends to spin out as he goes through the hairpin. All looks nice and hooked up. Turn 7 this is. If you hit the curb here, it's very easy to spin out. And then a very difficult double left-hander or double apex left-hander, just how you want to call it. Bit unsettled on the curb there, but he keeps it together. He will have lost some time. And into the chicane he goes, and this is a very spin-prone area here, as I know, and you saw that too, Kit, on Monday.
Yeah, I
No,
saw it.
yesterday
Yeah.
actually.
I saw it yesterday.
And down the long straight, and this is what makes you tempted for a low aero setup, but that might not work throughout the rest of the lap. He breaks it down into the last hairpin, turn 14, 15 I think, and then it's 16 for the last corner, nicely over the curb, leaves a bit of margin but not too much, and it's a 1:32.3. Mercedes, Lewis 32.1 and D-Mac 32.2. And a Ferrari of Bagduri has a 31.6. He's definitely set the benchmark there. What else is coming over the finish? That's Perez with a 32.2 as well. Storm also with a 32.2. So that they like the 32.2s in Porsche now coming
seems
over
like
the
it.
line. And that's to start this hot lap. So let's stay on board with him, see how he's doing. Maybe you can talk through this lap while I'll have some hot jockey and warm up again.
And what driver you talking about? I lost you a little bit there.
Finn Porsche. He's on a hot lap right now. Charlie totally set laps as well.
He's on a... on the hot lap. So he's on the turn 6. Oh no, turn 7.
8
Turn
now.
8.
And then it's 9-10 for the double lefter.
It's a tricky one there. If you ride the curb too much, you might be getting to ride the curb into the exit of turn 10. Like he, 5 place grid penalty.
That's interesting for Ammon. I didn't see what happened there. He's on an outlap.
It's on the straight. It's on the straight there. See the.
That's really weird.
Ammon now in the Vim Porsche now in the straight. Need to turn 14. Very nice exit there from the curb. Not dive bombing there, or went late. Ooh. And right the exit very good, and he will cross the line to put it at 31.2.
Wow,
with very good time.
Yeah,
very good time.
Before he went into turn 16, the last one, I think it's turn 16. I think I saw him actually clipping some grass, but still making that corner brilliantly, showing how to utilize all space on track. Let's see, we got Neil on an outlap, LCC is on a lap, Tinny is about to cross the line. I think it's Tinny, it might be Tiny. Same power, just set a lap as well. I think. Oh, Tinny's going in. Emma needs to do really well if he doesn't want to start last. But he is on the lap actually. He's the first one to cross the line next.
Will did he put a lap? Tiny still on the.
It's Airman, then LLCC to set a lap now, and then it's not quite sure who's gonna set a lap next, but we got time to figure that out. Airman goes a bit wide, not invalidated. Let's see what he does. It's 132.2, as if we hadn't had enough of that already. Now LLCC, he's not gonna set a 132.2, and it will be
and 38.
38-1. Who's next? Neil is on an outlap. He's doing it very slowly.
Yeah, indeed, he's very slowly.
Who's behind him?
The Alpha Tsar, I think, same power.
Yeah, that makes sense. And he's got an invalidated lap, so that won't change his time on the board.
Let's see what the Great Wall can do. I think he's gonna put a very good time. I think.
Who did you say?
Neil. Great Wall.
The Great Wall, yes.
Yeah.
Ooh, he messed up his entry into the lap a bit with the last corner.
He will lose it, maybe a 10th there.
Yeah, perhaps.
Might actually be a bit more. Part of the track, the turn 1, turn 2.
Yeah, it's such a difficult part of the track. I think there's multiple lines you can take, and I still haven't figured out which one is the fastest.
Yeah, you don't have an idea. There's not a right line there actually.
No, there's no right or wrong. The only thing I've realized is that by the end of that corner, when you start dipping down the hill to go into the left-hander, is that you need to take that bit, that dip down from a bit of a wide angle, so you can sort of start the acceleration early. Neil might get a little bit of a tow here if the traffic. No, it goes out the way. I don't know who it was, but it went out the way. Might have been same power. Yeah. Had a bit of a moment in the chicane as well there, I think. Could have possibly buggered up Neil a bit.
I think Neil's gonna put a 132 point.
It would only be fitting if it's a 132.2. I mean, we've got 4 drivers with a 132.2 already. We got another.
It's gonna be higher than Charlie, I think. 132 point, maybe. Yeah, it's gonna be 32.2, maybe.
31.9.
Oh, that's even better. That's even better. Well, that's even better than for Neil.
Yeah, a very good lap time by him.
For a Banger lap, that's a very good lap.
One of those drivers from Tier 1 who's now reserving here in Tier 3, who's made an astonishing improvement this season. He was always difficult to overtake, but now he's also become quite fast, which might become a deadly combination.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's see, Charlie has finished the lap now on a 1:31.5. Lewis is on a 1:31.5. He's improving by 6/10. Whereabout is he? Just into the hairpin in second sector. So going through the curvy bits now. Turn 7, riding the curve a lot there. In second gear through the double left-hander, shifting up to third and fourth. I think it's a bit low to start that combination in second gear. Oh, and he's now 2.1 seconds down, so obviously giving up on his lap. Getting a view of Victoria's nose as he crosses the line. And that wasn't a fast lap.
No, even though he has 60% ERS.
Yeah, he might have messed it up somewhere and just let the lap go. Elliot on the lap. Is he on the lap? No, he's not on the lap. D-Mac invalidated. He might start a new lap. Let's see if he does. Is Finn on the lap?
All eyes are with for Perez there now that he Kottas isn't racing.
Yeah, I think that's the main battle we have in the standings. Perez goes into the pits.
17 points, I remember right. Behind Kottas.
It's a bit tricky because I'm gonna have to do some math.
Give me a second, I can check. So
it's
Perez has 135 and Kottas has 152. Yeah, it's a fit. So. Yeah. 17 points.
The only thing is, I think those are after Portugal. Oh no, I was thinking that's after Portugal, but we didn't race Imola, did we, in Tier 3?
No,
that's
we
why.
didn't.
So yeah, 17 points.
That's 6 or higher.
Quick math from you, thank you.
Actually not 6 or higher, 16 points. He needs 5th or higher.
6th or
Maybe
higher?
even with 16, 6 and the fast lap, or he still loses from Kottas because Kottas has a win this season. So he needs 5th or higher, or 6th with driver of the day, fastest lap. So 2 additional points.
So let's say he needs 5th.
Yeah, 5th. Like he's right now 5th. He needs to stay there. Oh, he's a fast driver. He's one of the drivers that he improved a lot. Him, Neil, and Ralphie improved a lot this season, and Dodley just put it in 131.3.
Yeah, making Perez 6th. Outlaps again. 4 minutes to go. This will be their last runs. First one to start is one of the Alfa Romeos, and it will be Airman, who will have a 5-place grid penalty for whatever reason. We'll see if that gets solved. Well, it won't be solved, but we'll see what the reason was. I think he was leaving room for somebody, might have slightly impeded according to the game. Anyhow, he needs a very good time to make up for that 5-place grid penalty.
Let's see. Who is on a St. Power is on a lap. Yeah, Neil is going out for a lap now for the out lap. 3 minutes until the last qualifying of the season. It's
Lewis retired.
On race, on track?
Track.
Yeah, he's on
track on the straight. I wonder what happened there.
Oh, he retired. I don't think he did have there.
It is possible. Unlikely, but possible.
No one was around him.
No, you can still lose it on your own if you're trying to warm your tires there.
That's a big boo-boo then. If you lose it on the straight there, yeah, that's a big boo-boo.
If it's while you're warming tires, while you're weaving, it can definitely happen. Not saying it happened to me, but it might. Not in a league race though. In career, it's always nice. You have flashbacks.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Anyway, Airman about to go through the last corner. Doesn't invalidate it, even though we get a very bad angle, so we can't see it. And he goes to 7th. So for now, that will be 12th. Let's see. It's a team. No, who is it? It's Bakduri. Where is he? There. No. Anyhow. LCC about to cross the line. Is that him? Yeah, he stays 13th. Next is a Ferrari. Now, is that Bakduri? It is.
No,
so
it's
let's see.
Bakduri, yeah. He's going for a final lap. Who is going to take pole? I think Winport's going to stay in front.
Let's see. Oh, Bakduri is on the outlap even.
He's going left. He's going for a lap now.
Yeah. I thought he was about to finish a lap. I obviously didn't look very well. Is it Charlie about to cross the line? No, it's D-Mac then.
And D-Mac puts 132.0, 2 tenths improvement, but nothing more.
He gained a few positions there. Now in P9, he will gain another position from Airman dropping down. And let's see what Charlie does. Is he just starting it now? He's just starting it now, so we won't know until further down.
I'm watching
a bit of yellow in the hairpin.
Arbek wasn't improving in the first sector. He was down by 8,000 of a second. He's improved by 49,000 of a second. He had the fastest second sector as well.
Saint Power overtakes LCC for quali. Airman is having another go apparently. So he's doing a double lap. Perez, let's just follow Perez.
Bakduri is on a final corner. He's gonna cross the line to put a 131.4, improved by a tenth, almost 2 tenths above.
Puts it in P3.
Charlie.
Very well done.
Charlie isn't improving. He's a 60,000 second down.
Alright, but that can still swing either way. He needs one heck of a last sector though if he wants to make that a pole position. Pole position might actually stay with Vin Porsche.
And Charlie's going to cross the line. He's weaving. He lost the car and he...
Yeah, a tenth down on his time.
He did a spin there, like he is usually doing in a race. Now he done it in a qualifying as well.
Storm and Saint Power are both improving. LCC isn't. Let's just stay
Pierce
with
is improved by almost 4 cents.
Ooh, that could be spicy. Are we going to see Perez on 30.8 by Vin Porsche? That's just insane.
Improved by 4 and
4
half tenths. 4 tenths. Let's see Pierre what he can do. Nice exit there.
Yeah, very good. Could have used it a bit more.
Puts it in P2.
P2 with a 131.2. Very well done. That might be one of his better qualifiers ever.
That's true. And totally, that was his 2 tenths down and almost crossed there with a Ferrari. That was very close. He's 2 tenths down.
Other lap.
Surely. Can improve? Oh, he has to get 2 months there. I don't think he will improve. He doesn't improve. Down. He lost 10 there.
Well, Saint Power, he's going into the pit, and that will round up our qualifying for Tier 3.
That's the last qualifying of the season.
It is.
And that was a little bit exciting one for Pierce, for at least. So Windforce grabbed the pole with 130.8, then Pires with an incredible improvement in the last run with a 131.2, and Dodley closed the top 3 with a 131.3. Then Bagdur is P4, Tyne is P5, Charlie the spinning Harris is P6, Louis G, who maybe DNF and on the straight, that's weird to say, is P7, Storm is P8, Airman with a 5th place, he will not be P9, he'll be almost P14,
He will be last, P14.
last. So P9 Neil, P10 DMAC, P12 Elliot, and P13 someone else I didn't remember, then LCC
13
will overtake.
No, 13 will be
someone.
LCC and then 14 will be Ammon.
Yeah, Saint Power. I was forgetting. So LCC will overtake someone and I'll qualify someone in the eventually. He done it actually in the last race. I don't know if he has done it again before. I don't know. He's usually back there.
Very good qualifying. Apart from Vin Porsche, quite a tight one. If we rule out Vin Porsche, because that's just outrageously quick, from P2 until P12, all within a second of each other. So that could prove nice for the race as well if the pace is that close together. Now let's see what the drivers will pick strategy-wise. I think the preferred one is mediums to hards or hards to mediums. I have been told mediums to soft is possible as well, although risky. And it
risky.
all falls a bit into category of getting the safety car correctly to help you out for that one.
I went Monday with on mediums to hards. Was mediums to hards? I think so. Or hard to mediums. I think it was hard to mediums. Anyway, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, and it's
not too soon.
Now we are on the way. Away we go. It's a very good start by Vinpors and Pierce as well. Though they didn't get the best start there, but
Dudley is going to get
all the way to the outside. And Pierce maybe going to lose position for Victoria as well.
Yeah, he does.
It's not the best start, and we have Spinner there, maybe Tiny. Ooh, there's people there in this action. People spun out. I think someone DNF there.
We've not got a DNF, but we got a couple of guys dropping back.
3 people on the wall. The same wall I DNF last season.
Is that the one where you said it wasn't possible?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so Pires dropped back 2 positions from Bagduri and Dodley. And Bagduri actually for a very good start there. From 4th position, I think, up into P2, even overtaking Dodley.
Luigi went for a move to the inside of Storm. I guess a move down. And Charlie is there as well. Went for the inside of Storm. Did he get Luigi as well? Maybe the slipstream is too powerful here.
Charlie is
trying
it
get. Well, that's a late move by Luigi, and that's not gonna end well.
2 cars spinning out. That's Lewis and...
Safety car.
Is it Charlie?
Lewis and Charlie, I think.
Yeah.
Charlie.
Charlie straight into the pit. How about Lewis? He's going into the pit as well, both with a broken front wing.
That was a very late move from Luigi. He had so many. I can't say the word. Space there. I finally found a word. He had so many space there, but he went wide like I did yesterday on you.
You didn't go wide
And
on me, you just overcooked it and had to cut the corner in order not to hit me. That's not
yeah,
going wide.
he didn't cut the corner, Charlie. He gave the space, but Luigi decided to go in, and he couldn't get his wheel out of Charlie, so they both
Yeah.
hit the wall.
I got a feeling that one might end up in the steward's room. Not which way that one's going to go, but from the sound of it, from what you say, that might swing not in the advancement of Lewis there. I was getting a very bad camera angle. I was seeing them going into the hairpin, and as it all happened, we switched to the exit of the hairpin, where obviously you couldn't see what happened. Or maybe it was there in the background and I just missed it. Anyhow, we got a safety car. Charlie and Lewis are getting back to the grid. They both went to the medium tires, now on fresh medium tires. Not sure what they started on. If it was hards, they do comply with the tire regulations already, but obviously those mediums aren't going to last until the end of the race. No soft starters, medium and hard runners. Pretty even mix, bit more medium runners, I'd say, without counting. What we want to see is where people lost and gained. So, as said, Bagduri gained 2 places, Pires lost 2, Storm gained 2, Elliott gained 4, Ammon gained 6, so good recovery start from him. From the back of the grid into P8 now. Got D-Mac going into the pit. That's a late call from him, don't know why.
Probably he didn't change the wing before.
He didn't go into the pit before. It was only Charlie and Lewis that went into the pit, so maybe he only realized now he's suffering from some damage.
Actually, he didn't change the wing, just put the mediums on.
Alright. Oh, interesting.
Still weird.
Very interesting as well. LLCC are back running normally here. Gained 4 places. He's up in 9th position at the moment. At the cost of Neil, who lost 1 position. Saint Power is 1 position up. And then obviously Charlie, Harris, Louis G and D-Mac has lost a few positions. 6 by the both of Charlie and Lewis, and then 4 positions down for D-Mac. D-Mac should be getting back to the grid very soon, and that should mean we should get the safety car in at the end of this lap, so that will probably happen somewhere around turn 12, 13 or on the straight. And at that point the lights will go out and it's Finn Porsche who basically becomes the safety car dictating the pace, and there we have the message. I like it when it works out and I'm right.
Well, it wasn't that hard, so...
Yeah, I know.
See, everyone... let's overtake there, Luigi and D-Mac. What they're doing...
Oh, they're playing funny tricks. That might trigger some penalties. Lewis and D-Mac, they will be in the party together, so they will know what's going on.
Yeah, that's true as well.
Now, Finn Porsche leading the pack. He's starting to slow them up now. Everybody was weaving, and he was doing a Kimi Raikkonen, just going straight on, not weaving at all. Going very slow now into the hairpin. Everybody seems to go all right. And has he gone now? Not quite, but there he goes. And we've got a restart, and he goes through the last corner fine. Everybody seems to follow all right. Abagduri not with a bad restart. He's about 3/10 and gaining, so he's done a better exit than Finn Porsche. Will he be able to make any moves here? It doesn't seem to be that way. Here they come out of turn 4. And Bagduri is all over him, but not quite in striking distance to make a overtake. Bagduri himself got a bit of a gap towards Dodley, so he doesn't have to worry too much about that. We've got a spinner at the back of the grid, and that's Airman after such a good recovery start, he's down the back of the grid again, having to start all over, and he's still got his front wing. Oh, and we got Perez spinning out. I just switched to him and he spun out at the double left-hander.
Come on.
He's rejoined and now, but he's in P13. So he's got a big recovery drive on his hand to get back into P5 or higher if he wants to get that 5th position in the standings. At the front, Bathuri seems to drop a little bit from Vin Porsche, which isn't weird if you think of the gap in qualifying between the two. But at the same time, Bathuri has pulled a gap of 1.8 seconds towards Dodley, so he's got room there. Tiny is possibly looking at a move into Dodley here.
Yellow flag there.
Yellow flag. A Mercedes.
Louis
Is that
G.
Lewis? Lewis G is in the side of
He's
the
not
track
moving.
there. Is he waiting to be disqualified there? Is he stuck? He's
Probably.
not stuck.
No, he's not stuck.
There he goes.
He's going now.
Yeah. That was weird. Maybe trying to trigger a safety car there?
Yeah, probably. I think so.
We're on to all your little tricks there, Lewis. We're watching you.
That was a tricky one. Anyhow, that's a battle there with LCC trying to hold DMAC there, and DMAC looking for the inside of LCC. He will go for the move maybe to the inside. He will go for the inside.
LCC and DMAC there? Yeah.
Oh, and Charlie's back there as well.
LCC.
Oh, he's going wide.
Yeah,
Right,
LCC very unsettled there. Yeah, that's the position to Charlie, as he will now also have a rubbish exit. There we go, back to this camera angle, that's much better. Is LCC going to try to make a move into the hairpin? No, he has a small look, but thinks better of it. DRS
And the Dodley spun around
yes.
the last corner. Careful for the rejoin.
That was marginal, but on the limit, I'd say. Yeah, alright, so that could help Perez potentially to get back.
It's B12.
Yeah.
Because Grant's very wide, they lose a lot of time.
Maybe his tires are a bit warm after that spin. It's not a track where it's difficult to cool your tires down, is my experience from it. Don't know if you experienced any different. Storm is looking spicy towards Tiny there in the second sector, now going into the chicane, and I'm guessing with the DRS he's going to get Tiny here.
Probably,
very
yes. I think so.
good
He's
helicopter shot we get of the two. Tiny has a little bit of an exit or a squirm on turn 12 or 13, whichever one it is. And that just helps Storm with the slipstream. DRS now open and he's already next to him.
Yellow flag there, DMAC. Dodley.
It's Dodley that spun again.
And DMAC spun around.
And DMAC as well. Yeah, so Storm did get Tiny there. Tiny is looking to fight back, doesn't quite get alongside into the last corner. Is still trying to fight back. He will have the DRS here now, and I think, yeah, Tiny's got him back. So even though Storm overtook him into the back straight, Tiny fought back and is ahead another lap. I do have a feeling though that at some point Storm will overtake him and stay ahead. But he's got to be tactical about it, of where he's going to make the overtake. I think China is one of those tracks where it makes sense sometimes to not overtake on the back straight, stay behind in the hairpin, and then take him on the start-finish straight, because then you can run away in the cornery bits.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
you probably want to be ahead as soon as you can with your setup, because I think you were running quite a bit of low aero here on Monday, weren't you?
31? 30 or 21?
Yeah.
One of two. And someone's gonna run again there. Nice
Yes.
Lewis actually when
it's a Mercedes. Is that Lewis again?
Yeah, and we'll have the delay spawning again.
Those two are having a nightmare of a race and probably cook the tires. So I'd say go to the hards and try to finish it on the hards, or go soft and then hards. Wishing for another safety car, or hards then soft, any of those.
And the spin again there. Squeeze D-Mag. Yeah, safety car. That's really a safety car.
Yeah.
And
yeah, it's because he lost his wing.
That's Neil in the pit lane. And Charlie went wide there in the pit lane with Lewis Hamilton. But at least he did in the DNF.
We've got Charlie.
Pierce didn't went to the pit lane. That's weird.
He might have just been in the wrong position to go for the pit straight away.
No, he was behind the... When the safety car came out, he was on the penultimate corner, so he had plenty of time to go for the pit lane. He chose not to, that's a little bit weird.
Yeah.
Flap at 8, you can go all the way to the end with cards.
Yeah, you can. He's in P8 at the moment, so he needs to gain 3 more positions.
And the delay retired.
That's in pit lane?
Yep, he retired though.
Yeah. D-Mac was stationary for a long time. I got a bit of a weird camera angle, but I assume that's a wing change he had to do. So, second safety car of the evening. So the top 8 has not stopped. Oh, Dudley's saying he's got rear wing damage by the looks of it.
No, okay.
So if so, that's a very valid reason. He did spawn, where was it, around turn 9, I think? And he did look to hit the wall with the back of his car. So it could very well be that caused it. Anyhow, Vin Porsche, Bacturi going in. Tinny is going in, or Tiny. And Storm. Elliot. LCC going very slow. That must be a Delta thing.
You got the Delta, yeah. St. Power is there. I think maybe. Yeah.
LCC elects not to go in. St. Power is not going in, and Pyrrhus isn't. That's very strange.
I will have go in.
Does this make... No, I was gonna say, if LCC is gonna be the leader for the restart, I'm gonna be laughing so hard, but he's gonna be second.
Still, he's second. He's with his Max Verstappen helmet.
There's nothing wrong with that helmet, it's a beautiful thing.
I didn't say it's anything, just say with a Max Verstappen helmet. And then number 3 as well, of Daniel Ricciardo. So he's either a Daniel Ricciardo fan, or a Max Verstappen fan, or a Red Bull fan, or all of them.
All of them. All of the above.
Right. But that's gonna be a tricky one, because Vin Porsche didn't pit.
Vin Porsche did pit. He just came out ahead of LLCC.
Okay, right.
And Albert Dewey came out just behind LLCC. Our non-pitters
that's gonna be a problem there. The problem though with LCC, St. Power and Pires, at least for Pires.
Yeah, I think for Pires, it's the wrong call, personally, I'd say.
I will have pit there, and he will probably be around P8, but he will be in the first tires.
Yeah, he could have done hard tires now, and if there's another safety car, go back to fresh mediums or fresh softs and finish the race on those, regarding of where the safety car would land. If there is another safety car. If not, you could have finished the race on those hard tires. Now, He's on 8-lap old mediums with Tiny, Storm and Elliot behind him on fresh mediums. Neil on 1-lap old mediums, so they're pretty new as well. And he's going to have a little bit of a pace disadvantage there. We're just waiting on Lewis to rejoin the pack, and if so, if he managed to do this lap, then we should get going. We might just get an all around just by the fact of how far behind he is. Oh, I'm not sure if the safety car is waiting on that.
Yeah, but maybe he will wait. Maybe. Don't know, to be honest.
What else have we got to talk about?
Well, let's talk about next season. What are your guys going to do?
What are we going to do?
Anything that you can announce? Not a surprise, but you can announce.
Unfortunately, not quite. We had a nice little setup for a calendar, which was looking rather nice. I was looking forward to that one. But then earlier this week, we found some leaked news that the new game of F1 24 might be coming even earlier than the last two editions.
Yeah, probably 30th of May.
Yeah, exactly. The end of May rather than mid-June, as it's been doing for the last few years. We are having a little rethink of what we're going to do with our calendar, as it was just a little bit interfering with that. So we might cut it a little bit short or reposition the tracks a little bit different.
I think if there's the calendar goes like a week later of the game, I don't think there's something to do. Just do the last race. I mean, you can ask the drivers like each of their last season, we can do it, blah blah blah, and you can leave like 2 weeks for the drivers to warm up with the game after.
There's definitely going to be a little bit of.
Because I have done that with last season's game. I was having a race after the Formula 1 2022 came out. So I have time to... The 2023 came out. So I was racing when the game was out. That wasn't bad. We still have people showing up. But if there's like a race pending, just do the race. That's not even bad.
Yeah, we'll see how it's going to pan out. We are having a little rethink to make sure we're doing it right, because as you very well mentioned as well, you had still drivers showing up, but I think by the end of 2022 game, we were seeing that drivers were losing a little bit of interest into the game, mainly due to the state of recent years' games, which doesn't help in keeping drivers interested for a full year. So I'm hoping this early release of the new game doesn't mean we're going to get even more glitches than we had this year, as by now the game is in a workable state, but we can't have a game being released again in the same state that it was this year. So EA, fix your stuff and release a good game. We're paying a lot of money for it.
That's not gonna happen.
Well, yeah, I like your realism, but it's true. In the meantime, we've talked a full lap about what's going to happen next year, and I'm not able to say anything. And now we've had the safety car in message as Lewis has rejoined the pack.
Well, I know something that we can talk about next season very quickly.
Well, you're not going to be in it.
Going to have I can say something that everybody knows in the league, that we're going to have only 2 tires next season.
That is true. Yeah, 2 tires only.
Yeah, because PC and Xbox and PlayStation can be all together because we have so many glitches. we decided to go with 2 tires for next season.
Yeah. Let's see, because I think Vinpors is about to restart, and he's done so.
He's already going.
Yeah, and
1 second.
LLCC, exactly, and that's going to hurt Bagduri.
Bagduri, oh, that was, whew,
That's a bit dicey between LLCC and Bagduri.
Look there! Look at the boy there, what he's doing.
Since when is LLCC defending this hard? Scrubbing wheels with Bagduri.
That's what I like to see from the head steward.
Yeah. Yeah, guys, that's our head steward for you right there in the McLaren.
That was a spicy one.
That's very spicy. I got a feeling there's going to be some cursing in the Ferrari there for the defending of the McLaren. He got through, no damage done. Old school sort of Schumacher era defending there by LLCC.
Yeah, Mika Hakkinen and Schumacher there.
Yeah, not that I want to, you know, compare him to the great Schumacher. Definitely not LLCC. But that was some great defending.
No, I think LLCC is better than Hakkinen, for sure. I'm not sure about Bagduri.
There's a 5-way scrap going on in the midfield between Charlie, Saint Power, and Neil. It turned into a 6-battle scrap now.
And now LLCC losing position. It's down to P5.
Actually, Perez is in that as well.
P7 for LLCC. Why Jerry was going for a move in the inside of Perez.
LLCC almost taps the back of
close.
Perez there.
And he spans.
He spans out.
He saved it, but he spans. What a lap for LLCC. I think the best of his driving career.
Yeah, and he's going wide in the last corner now. He's
up down to P8.
He's definitely asking too much of his tires and his own skill there.
He's down to P9. He went for finding out Bagduri, almost put him to the wall down to P9 the next lap.
Yeah, but to be honest though, that might have been defense of the race. That was quite good action.
Great defense.
Yeah. If only he could combine that with some pace, it'd be brilliant.
Yeah, that would be brilliant. And now
D-Mac behind Charlie, the 2 teammates in the Aston Martin. And D-Mac basically pushing Charlie Harris along, saying, "Come on, guy, let's go. I'm faster."
He will speed, just stay behind D-Mac.
Oh, yes. Lewis has left the session. That might be some internet problem.
You think?
It can be. So. He's 15 seconds behind.
He spun 3 times.
Yeah, I got a feeling I know what it is.
Yeah, I know as well. You know, I know.
Oh, and D-Mac is the one spinning out, not Charlie.
Oh my god.
Oh, and as we say it's LLCC going as well. Alright, that was quite a good shot there. We were looking at D-Mac trying to save it, and we saw LLCC coming drifting out the last corner before the straight.
The wrong Aston Martin spun around.
Yeah. Bagduri, having been stuck behind LLCC, has lost a little bit of time towards Vin Porsche. He was about half a second behind before the safety car, but because LLCC held him up a bit, he got out of the slipstream and DRS, and he's now dropping back a little bit down to 3.5 seconds. Tiny is having a little bit of a battle there with Storm and White, JR Elliott. And we got Perez in 6th place still.
Without pitting.
Yeah, without pitting. Yeah, that's the problem for him. Where's the stops? There we go. Yeah, he's the only one in the top 9 to still pit. Saint Power is the other driver on track that still needs to pit. The rest have all done their pit stops. So if there's not going to be another safety car in the next 14 laps, Perez is going to suffer quite a bit, and he's got quite a battle on his hands to get into 5th place. Let's see, Charlie
Victoria is
is...
losing time from being Porsche now. He lost 5 times as well. He's on 4.1. But Tiny is gaining though.
Yeah, and we've got Charlie at least before he was all over the back of Neil. Going into the hairpin as we look down his front wing. Very bad camera angle. That's better. I think we might have a little bit of a nice battle going on here with Charlie and Neil. Obviously, they know each other from Tier 1.
Yep.
And from even before ERL, I think. And Neil picks up quite a bit of pace this season and is also quite good at defending. So let's see if Charlie is going to be able to get close enough and if he's going to be able to finish off a attack on Neil.
Let's see.
As I've noticed one thing about Neil, and that's why he gets his nickname, but he can make his car very, very wide.
Yeah, he can make the car very wide. I mean, you should have seen him like 2 years ago when I started racing. That guy was much slower, but you couldn't overtake him even in a straight. He was running very low downforce.
Yeah, and I think he still does.
Now he has the pace though. That's more dangerous.
Ammon is looking to overtake Charlie now. While Charlie was thinking of attacking Neil, he's now going to have to worry about Ammon. And Neil and Charlie both are on the recharge for their ERS, while Ammon isn't. So that should be a done deal fairly soon for Ammon. As I think he's a little bit quicker than the two of them as well. I'm not quite sure. I'm not that familiar with Ammon's pace, but I've got a feeling he's slightly quicker. Trying to do it on the inside there of turn 1 and 2. That doesn't quite work. So he's going to have to wait for a later moment. Charlie now definitely losing out a bit to Neil as he's now having to defend. And whilst Neil is looking spicy and all over Perez. Look at that, Neil on the attack to Perez.
Yeah, he's very close.
It's that tire advantage that he has. Perez's tires must be quite dead at this point, 15 laps old against the 8 lap old mediums of Neil. But that's something I didn't think I was going to say this season, that Neil was looking spicy to overtake Perez.
I think he will eventually, because Neil has a much faster tires.
Yeah, and he's now got slipstream, DRS, possibly an ERS advantage as well. Don't know. No, he doesn't have the ERS advantage, but he still gets Perez. And I think this should be the wake-up call for Perez to go in and make a pit stop and finish this race on whatever compound he's going to get. He's going to lose out massively in terms of positions. And he is going in.
Yeah, it's about time.
Yeah, let's stick with him to see what he's putting on. 11 laps, he might look to go for soft tires.
Yeah, he might. Isn't it possible? He did. He is on the soft tires.
You know what? I did talk about him before the race, how softs were a possibility. And he wouldn't believe me. Yet he tries to do it anyway.
He did it, yep.
I hope it's going to work out for him. Otherwise, I wouldn't hear the end of it, how this is my fault.
Well, it is your fault anyway.
Don't blame me. He's putting those tires on himself. You can't blame me for that if it turns out not to be working.
You play the strategist, not the driver. We can't blame all the time to Leclerc. You can blame Xavi as well. And you know that's true. And you don't answering, so I must be right.
Sorry. I was being distracted. And LCC gets a 3-second time penalty. That's the first one this race to get a 3-second time penalty for track limits. A pretty good going actually. 18 laps in and the first track limit penalty. So 10 laps to go. What does Perez have to do to make this strategy work into 5th place? 3. It's going to be one heck of a achievement if he does it. I think it's over 20 seconds to get into 5th place. Actually might be close to 30 seconds. So in 10 laps he needs 3 seconds a lap to White, Elliott.
That's going to be difficult.
Yeah, that's without being held up. I mean, he will have that pace advantage initially on his fresh softs. St. Power is being a little bit annoying to him there, but he gets a 3-second time penalty. Oh, that was
late braking from St. Power.
Yeah, and this is definitely hurting Perez's chance.
That was not good move by St. Power.
He's braking.
That was not good driving by St. Power.
He's got 17 lap holds hard, and he's trying to defend like hell towards fresh softs. I mean, fair play to the dude. You're allowed to do that. But it's a bit opportunistic. And I'm sure.
Yeah, he's costing so much time. He almost spun there.
I'm sure this is frustrating Perez as well. Yeah, Perez already taking the other line. What a camera angle. And there we go. No ERS for St. Power. There goes Perez on his fresh softs. That's the deal done and dusted. And that should give him enough of a gap as well. Yeah, he's almost out of a second. Actually, he is out of second. St. Power might not even get DRS. So next one on the list for Perez is now D-Mac. Backdury having a bit of a scrap perhaps with Tiny there. Not quite at striking distance, nor is Storm. But the Ferrari is doing really well in 3rd and 4th place. And I think actually the fight for the constructors is still open in Tier 3. Let me have a little look. Yes, it is. And in fact, it's between Ferrari and Alpine realistically.
Ferrari has 2 drivers, Alpine has 1.
Yeah, and Ferrari is leading as well. So basically, it's an 8 gap difference between the two in the advantage of Ferrari. So both Ferraris basically need to DNF, while Neil scores at least 8 points for Alpine to get the Constructors title. Realistically, I don't see that happen, so that looks like Ferrari will take the Constructors Championship in Tier 3. And that's a bit spicy there between Backdury and Tiny into turn 2, 3, whatever one it is. Backdury as a Tier 1 driver at the moment. He was this year. He won't be next season. He will be driving in this tier. Looking to be quite competitive. We're missing a few of our main top guys here. However, he seems to be doing quite alright. He can definitely be top 10 positions, possibly fighting for P5, I'd say.
Yeah, probably.
And then behind him it's Elliott and Storm fighting it out. Well, that battle isn't as close as Backdury and Tiny, so let's stay with them because they're the first to go into the DRS zone as well. In the meantime, Vin Porsche is pulling away nicely into the lead, 6.3 seconds away from P2.
Yeah, it's an easy win for Vin Porsche.
Yeah, it is. Getting a very bad camera angle again.
You don't have so many outboard bundles right now.
No, Storm is trying it on on Elliott. They had a little bit of a kiss into the hairpin as Storm decided very late he was going to go for a switchback. Didn't quite get it done as Elliott was in the way there. And he can't just disappear out of nowhere. In the meantime, back to Perez. He's gone past D-Mac and now got a 16.5 gap to Airman to close to get into P8. With 7 laps to go. What he needs really is a late safety car now.
Yellow flag there. Was Airman.
Yeah, it is. Is that Airman?
It's going very slow. Yeah, it was Airman. He went very slow for some reason straight.
Oh yeah, he lost about 2 seconds to Perez as well because of that.
And I think if there is not another safety car, I think Perez will finish P3 in the championship after all.
Yeah, I don't think he's quite going to be able to do it today. Which is a shame. He had a good starting position in P2, got swallowed up on the start, and then safety car went a bit of a wrong timing, and he possibly should have just gone in just like everybody else. And now he's suffering the consequences. I think he had a spin as well at some point.
Yeah. Yeah, he had.
Bagdouri still trying it on with Tiny, but still not making it work, as does Storm with Elliott. Same thing going on. And if that's the case, this might go on until the very last lap. And we see White Elliott going into the pit. That I don't think that's quite enough of a gap for Perez to overtake him. But he will be losing a few positions there. What's he doing? He's putting on softs.
He'll be ahead of Airman and Perez.
Yeah, he will come out P7
Airman
still.
Goes to the pit lane.
Going into the pits. What's he gonna do?
Probably shots. Try for the fast lap.
Yeah, a weird position though, because I think his tires were still good. 14 laps, they might start to struggle a bit. I think everybody that was racing on the hards on Monday was complaining about them every lap, how rubbish they felt. Now Perez now in 8th place, 3.7 seconds to Elliott, although Elliott has got the newer tires. Elliott is about my pace normally, with a 5 pace lap advantage, or 5 lap pace advantage is what I should say. He might have the better pace than Perez, but I'm not sure.
We'll see.
Ooh, Bagdouri is overtaking Tiny in the hairpin. We just about got that. But Tiny's still sticking with him, and he will have the DRS now, and might take him back over start finish. Let's see what he can do. Doesn't quite get close enough to be in striking distance. Still behind him, still hanging on. But I think that will be a done deal now with Bagdouri half a second in front already, and seems to be putting slightly away. Although Tiny is coming back. So that to me says Tiny is looking lower, running lower arrow there.
I think that the only battle this and Charlie versus Neil, the only open battle we have. The rest of the field.
Yeah, D-Mac is pitting there. That will be softs for fastest lap or a retirement pit there. Seems to be for softs and fastest lap. Safety car. We have a safety car. Who calls that? LLCC. Our head steward is in the grass. And that's the exit of turn 13 into the long straight.
That helps Perez as well a lot.
Yeah.
He can go to the pit lane, put on maybe softs, and go again.
Perez? Yeah, Perez has the gap behind him to put on new softs and don't lose the positions. So if I were him, I'd definitely go for the new softs.
Go to the pit lane as well.
Ooh, that's a spice.
Actually.
Vinfors and
Bagdouri and
Bagdouri as well, Tiny as well.
Ooh.
LCC gets 5 seconds in.
Storm
going in as well. Neil is having a delta.
It's Charlie there. I think you have to go there. Yeah,
Yeah,
Charlie as
exactly.
well.
Charlie as well.
The same thing happened
Ooh,
on
Neil's
Monday as
going
well.
wide there. Yeah,
It's really wide.
that's was around the same time when Charlie spun around this sort of lap.
Did Big Jury overtake Tiny on the pit lane?
No. Bakduri was
On the
already in
pit.
front.
Was?
Yeah,
I
he
saw
overtook
a
it.
switch name, that's why.
Maybe because Tiny's pit box is further down the line on the pit straight. As he is the Haas, he's the last one, and Ferrari is second or third in this game. Third, I think.
Pierce is in as well and has also soft tires. So the gap is 2-0 again, and that brings Victoria again to the fight for the win.
Yeah.
Now that the gap is 0. It's gonna be a great sprint, a little sprint race for the end.
Yeah, so it will be this lap behind the safety car and next, I think. So lap 24, 25, so we start racing 26. We've got 3 laps of racing left, basically, after the safety car.
I think Pierre will finish P6 at the end. You alright with it?
Yeah.
Bless you.
Yeah, thanks. You know, you'll notice this at some point when you get older, you start to all of a sudden cough for no reason.
You're not that old.
Oh, it feels like it some days, especially when I speak to little kids like you.
We don't have so many years apart, man.
What are
I'm
you?
not like Oscar, like 14 years old.
No, Oscar's 16, I think.
Wow, you have like how many? 90 years apart?
18, but thanks.
20? All right, I thought you were 35.
No, not yet. Not until May.
Yeah, I'm going on May. Oh, you're on May as well.
Yeah, end of May. I'm 4 days before the normal access of the new game, if the rumors are true.
Oh, 26th of May. So we have
Yeah.
9 days apart. I'm 15 of May.
Oh, 9 days before me. 11 days, actually.
Yeah. But also 12 years.
Yeah, I know. But you won't be really celebrating this year's birthday, as you'll be...
No, I will probably.
No, you'll be eating your drill sergeant's boot on your birthday.
No, I will be out. I will take the Easter second exit, on the second group exit. So I will be here because my team probably is gonna be on the final as well. So I will probably stay out for like a week and a half. I will be out. I'm not gonna lose my team's final. No chance to lose a final. So I will be here to celebrate my birthday as well.
All right.
See?
So.
And maybe,
Just
and maybe be here to race as well. You never know.
Oh, who knows? The safety car is still waiting for drivers to return to the back of the grid. If it's that Mercedes of Lewis it's waiting for, we could be waiting for quite a long time, as he left the session and is driving in AI, and we know the AI is pretty slow as it's set to a lower setting, so nobody can take advantage by going into AI.
He will catch up eventually.
Yeah, but it does mean we won't start racing in lap 26, and we will only have 2 laps of racing left.
We will start racing in lap 27, you mean?
Yes. Yeah, I said we won't start racing in lap 26 like I predicted earlier. So
2 laps of racing.
Yeah.
2 and 3 laps racing. Not bad.
Yeah. It's a bit of a shame. We're waiting for Lewis to return to the grid or to the pack. As 3 laps of
The
racing
AI
obviously
of,
would have been, well, yeah. 3 laps of racing would have been way better than 2 laps of racing. But anyhow, he's back to the back of the pack. And we can have our restart now at the end of this lap. So he's back. Ironically, Lewis is driving in AI in P12. And we've got LLCC still driving. And he's almost a lap behind. And he's almost a lap behind Lewis. He has been lapped by Finn Porsche. So he's going to have to get out of the way of everybody. So we know that LLCC's pace is less than 65% AI.
From being second to getting lapped almost 2 times. That's something that the only LLCC gets.
He wasn't second though. Well, yeah, he was in the last safety car. Yeah,
he was
thought
second.
you meant on the grid.
No,
anyhow,
no, he was second.
Yeah, he did drive in second at one point.
If I was LLCC, I will attack Vin Porsche.
He's still basically in second place right now on the grid, as he's the second car behind the safety car.
Technically, yes. No.
Anyhow, safety car coming in this lap. Finn Porsche dictating the pace. Again, doing a Kimi Raikkonen without any weaving, whilst the rest is. And let's see how this safety car restart is going to go.
Side by side with a car.
Yeah, and LCC, if you're listening in, just go like everybody else and pull over to the side after the start-finish line, as they can't overtake you until the finish line.
Oh, what's going on here? Oh, no.
Dodge 5-second penalty collision with Charlie Harris as Finn Porsche restarts, and that will ruin Perez's chances. Because this late in the race with the safety car, he won't be able to recover from that.
That's 10.
That's 10.
That's 10. Ignoring yellow flag.
Maybe he can get those removed. I don't know what happened. Yeah, he's got 10 seconds. Bakduri gets 5 seconds for ignoring yellow flags as well. And that's probably because LLCC pulled over too early. Guys, we can get those penalties removed for you. I'm not too sure about the one with Perez and Charlie, but we might be able to remove that as well. That's obviously the restart with LCC being in the way there as a lapped car. Very unfortunate ending to this race. Bakduri, I think, might have also lost the position again to Tiny because of it. Tiny has a penalty as well. Is that the same penalty? That's also 5 seconds, so that could also be the illegal overtake on LCC. We'll see how that pans out. If it turns out that LCC did brake before the safety car line, it's rightly so that they've just gone and overtake him to keep the attack going.
We're going to the last lap.
Yeah, obviously have some fights on our hand now, as Finn Porsche just casually sets a 132.3. Some people didn't even set that in qualifying.
Yeah, he's very fast.
He is a really fast guy. I have been taunting him a little bit this season, saying he wasn't that fast when he was trying to reserve for Tier 2, saying he didn't need a qualifying ban. And he must have taken that personally and absolutely flooring it today.
He's already 3.8 ahead.
Yeah, I mean, that was helped a little bit, I think, by cars slowing down for LCC trying to get out of the way. But yeah, part of that is just his raw pace. And you see Bakduri all over the back of Tiny still in this last lap. I think the fight is going to be between them, and that might be another photo finish like we had with Bakduri on Monday. Ooh, and a bit of a touch between Elliott and Storm there as they go into the chicane. But let's switch to Vin Porsche. He's about to go into the
Neil
hairpin.
fighting
He's
with
weaving.
Storm there.
Vin Porsche is weaving already, saying, "Look at me, I'm winning." Um, ooh, and he nearly loses in the hairpin. To be honest, if you're breaking it off like that, you deserve that. Bagduri did overtake Tiny then in the end,
Ooh.
and Vin Porsche going over the finish, taking the win. And
Is Neil gonna take the P3 on the truck? He
Bagduri,
will,
Tiny,
He
Ale-
did. He does.
yeah, that's after those penalties that might be removed. But we'll see how that works out.
Anyhow, we
So
have a race winner for the last time this season. It's Vin Porsche.
with a mighty performance, very solid performance he had today. Definitely the strongest on track. Driver of the day been given to Neil by the game. What do you think?
I don't know, to be honest. Maybe Neil. He had a very good race. He was quiet and well, you never know about the penalties. So even with the penalties removed, he's still a solid P5 for the Great Wall. So I go with Neil.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, P5 in this tier for Neil, a good performance.
And P3 on track.
Yeah, well, no, he wasn't quite P3 on track, he was P5 on track, but due to penalties he got P3. Yeah, I better take a screenshot of this as well.
Yep.
Take screenshot.
So, Vin Porsche wins the Grand Prix of the Chinese Grand Prix. White JRL gets P2, Neil gets P3, Storm gets P4, Charlie gets finally good result. He gets P5 without DNF or spin. Big Dory gets P6, Tiny gets P7, Irma gets P8, Pierce gets P9, St. Paul P10, DMAC P11, Luigi P12, LLCC P13, and Total A gets P14.
As a DNF.
Yep.
That was season 3 in ERL. Thanks everybody for watching throughout the season or tonight, whenever you tuned in. Ferrari in Tier 3 is now being crowned champion as well, because they've definitely done what they needed to do to secure that deal. So they've got a little prize coming their way. I think they get to rename the tier for next season.
That sounds fun.
Back in a few weeks' time.
You came back in a week's time. I will not. I'm just watching you guys.
Well, yeah, because in about 3 weeks' time, I think it's gonna be you leaving for the military. I think about that
Yep.
time. So yeah,
Thank you for having me. This last year was incredible. Having two racing
yeah,
2 seasons, almost winning a championship. Actually, I won a championship. I didn't win the driver championship, but still, a championship is a championship.
you've won the constructors, but thanks
It's
to your
still
teammate, basically.
doesn't matter. I gotta win this season. Last season. I don't care.
Yeah, for the last year or so, because that's how long we are pretty much going already with
Yeah.
ERL. You've been helping quite tremendously. So thanks for all that, and I'm sure we'll see you either in the next year with a guest appearance or in about 2 years' time, being back full time.
2 years.
I don't know. I
That's a
thought it
lot,
was two
man.
years you were going to be
No,
doing the
I'll be back
military.
in December. I think. I hope
All right,
so.
all right. Well, we'll see you back in December then.
All right then.
Yeah, thanks everybody, and see you soon.
Thanks, guys. Bye bye.
Bye bye.